My name is Grace, and I'm 68 years old. For most of my life, I've lived by the rules, stuck to routines, and made sure everything around me was predictable. I spent 40 years as a schoolteacher, raised 2 children who are now living across the country, and after my husband passed away 7 years ago, I adjusted to a quiet, solitary life in a modest home just outside the city. It wasn't a bad life. It was calm, structured, and peaceful. But it was also still. Too still. Some days I would go without speaking to another person. Some nights I would sit by the window and wonder if this was all that was left for me. One Thursday afternoon in early spring, I noticed a young woman standing across the street. She looked confused, her coat pulled tightly around her as if she'd been walking for a long time. I didn't think much of it, until the doorbell rang. "Hi," she said. "I'm sorry to bother you. My phone died and I'm a bit lost. I was supposed to meet someone nearby, but I think I took the wrong turn." She looked no older than 25. She reminded me a little of my granddaughter, soft-spoken, nervous, yet polite. I hesitated, but then something in me softened. "Come in, you can charge your phone here," I said. She thanked me and stepped inside. As I boiled water for tea, she sat at the edge of my couch like she didn't quite belong. "I'm Mia," she offered. "I really appreciate this. Most people would have just shut the door." "It's all right, Mia," I said. "We all get lost sometimes." We ended up talking for almost an hour. Her story was one I knew too well. Parents divorced, constantly moving, no real roots. She was looking for something. She just didn't know what. I realized then how much I missed listening to people. Not just students, not my own children on quick phone calls, but truly listening. Before she left, she turned to me and asked, "Do you ever feel like life moved on without you?" That question struck something deep. I told her, "All the time. But that doesn't mean we can't move with it." She smiled and thanked me again. I watched as she walked down the street, disappearing into the dusk. I didn't expect to see her again, but the following week she came back. "I was nearby," she said, "and I thought maybe we could have tea again." It became a weekly ritual. Thursdays at 4 p.m., Mia and I would sit in my living room, sipping tea and talking about life, hers, mine, and everything in between. I gave her advice. She gave me energy. It was an unexpected friendship, the kind that defied age and logic. Then one day she brought me a small potted plant. "This reminded me of you," she said. "Strong, low maintenance, and always in bloom." I smiled and realized how much she'd changed me without trying. She reminded me that even in our later years, we are not finished growing. We are not forgotten. Sometimes, we just need someone to knock on the door and remind us. That simple moment, opening the door to a stranger, brought me back to life.